Welcome to Your Healthy Kitchen from YRMC.
Welcome to Your Healthy Kitchen. I'm your host, Rita Carey Rubin. I know this probably comes as no surprise to anyone, but I love food. I love sampling new flavors, creating recipes, and sharing them with you. However, there's a serious side to my fun. I also think of food, especially fruits and vegetables, as medicine. And fruits and veggies are packed with important vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytochemicals that can protect us from developing heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and even the common cold. And if we have some chronic condition like heart disease, food is a powerful partner that's been shown to slow down, stop the progression of, and even possibly reverse disease. You know, for the most part, the darker the color of fruits and vegetables, the more powerfully healing they are. Dark green herbs and green leafy vegetables, juicy red tomatoes, and bright orange carrots are all super nutritious. But you know, the foods that might be the best, especially for preventing and reversing disease, are those that are purple, blue, or even black, which are really very, very dark purple. So I brought some of my favorite blue, purple, and black plant foods with me today to share with you. So blueberries and blackberries, probably real familiar to everybody, probably the best and healthiest berries to eat. These are figs, fresh figs, and you can also buy them dried. Again, just a really, really dark purple. There's purple carrots. You might see these out in the markets these days. And they're even purple in the middle. So if you find them, definitely buy them. They're actually a little more nutritious than orange carrots. Purple potatoes and even pink potatoes. And again, these are purple right inside throughout, and the pink ones are pink throughout as well. So look for those. They're showing up in the markets more and more frequently too. This is radicchio. It's a slightly bitter leafy vegetable. I love to add little bits of it to salads, and it has a really nice, bright, kind of a strong flavor, so it's really delicious. Beets, of course, some red onions, eggplant. Eggplant's purple, at least on the outside. Also, there are some purple grains. This is called black or forbidden rice, and it does look black, but again, it's really, really, really purple. There are beans that are purple, so black beans, again, if you've ever soaked or cooked black beans from scratch, you know that the soaking liquid turns purple. So again, just a very, very dark purple. These are currants, so lovely dried fruit that we're going to throw in the recipe today. There's certainly other fruits that are purple, like cherries and plums and black and purple grapes. Red wine gets a lot of its health benefits because of its color. And you know, there's even purple ramen. I found this in the market the other day, and I knew I had to bring it to show you. So it's made from black or forbidden rice. So even ramen can be healthy. Look for the purple kind. So I'd like to share a really easy and delicious salad made with one of the least expensive, readily available, super purple foods out there. And it's purple cabbage. And just like green cabbage, it's a cruciferous vegetable. So it's packed with chemicals that have been shown to help fight cancer. But the purple color adds an extra layer of nutrition from a special group of phytochemicals called anthocyanins. And they seem to be very important for improving memory, fighting inflammation, and especially for protecting us from heart disease. So I'll show you how to make that salad. And again, it's real easy. And it's actually, I love this salad, especially when the temperatures start to cool off and it starts to turn into fall. It's a nice, hearty, warming salad. So you take your head of cabbage, cut it in half, because we want to make a nice flat surface to cut things on. And then I take that half of cabbage and I cut it in half again, just to make it easier to handle. And just slice it. I try to slice it really thinly, really thinking about what it's going to be like to eat the salad. And with cabbage, because it's pretty chewy. It's really nice to have the slices be somewhat thin because it's easier to chew. And then take those pieces of cabbage. Right now I'm going to cut out this fat rib here because I don't want to eat that. It's a little too thick to chew. And so yeah, take your slices even, and if they're kind of long, cut those slices down to bite-sized pieces. Again, trying to think of what it's going to be like to eat the salad, and it's a little easier to stab a little piece of cabbage than it is to grab a big old long piece with your fork. So purple cabbage, and the rest of the salad is really the ingredients that you get in a Waldorf salad. Waldorf salad is typically some celery and apples and walnuts and currants sometimes, and it's often in a kind of a creamy mayonnaise-y kind of dressing. But we're not going to use mayonnaise for a salad today. I'm going to make our dressing out of with olive oil. So I've got cabbage, and I'll throw in some thinly sliced celery, and I think I'll put some more in there too. So I've got I love those inner ribs of celery that are a little bit paler but real tender. And just slice these up, and if the celery has some leaves attached to it, throw them in too. They're really quite delicious. They look pretty, and they've got a nice little texture to them, a little different from the rest of the things in the salad. So we'll chop all of that up. Plus you don't waste anything, right? Just use the whole thing. So celery. And I think I'll throw in some thinly sliced red onion. So again, we've got more of that purple color. And that adds a nice bright bite to the salad. And some apple. So I pre-cut a little bit of apple here and tossed it with some lemon juice. And if you chop up an apple, it turns brown pretty quickly. So if you've got some lemon, and especially if you're not going to eat the apple right away, just toss it with a little bit of lemon, and that really brightens the flavor of the apple, but also keeps it from turning brown. And so this is just this is a Gala apple, and really any type of apple works. I like one that's a little bit more tart, not too sweet, because that tartness helps balance out the sweetness in the other ingredients in the salad. So throw a little more apple in there. and then finally, some walnuts. These are just some toasted walnuts. And the best way to toast nuts is pile them on a baking sheet, and spread them out so they're just evenly spread out on the sheet, and then roast them at about 350 degrees for maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20. Just keep checking them to make sure that they're not going to burn, and that really toasts them quite evenly. Much easier, they toast much more evenly in the oven than they do in a pan, where they can get some hot spots and burn. And one last thing I'll throw in our salad, just for a little green, is just some fresh Italian parsley. And I don't chop it, I just use the whole leaves. And that, again, adds a nice fresh taste and nice burst of color. And you get those phytonutrients that you get from greens, which are also very good for you. So throw in my parsley. And then the dressing is just a simple vinaigrette made with lemon juice and olive oil and some herbs. So put some dill in my dressing. So usually for most dressings, I start with olive oil, about 2/3 olive oil, and then about 1/3 of lemon juice. You can put a little bit more in if you like it a little more tart. I'll throw in a little bit of salt and some fresh dill. One of my favorite herbs to cook with. I just love the fresh flavor of this. And it's a pretty easy herb to grow. Grows real well around here. By summertime, it gets a little hot for dill in the garden, but it's real easy to find dill in most supermarkets. So I'll throw in my dill. And I think I'll also put in a little bit of a shallot. So shallot is in the onion family, except for it's a little milder than most onions. And it's also a little bit purple. It's got layers and layers of purple in the salad. And it can add just a nice extra level of flavor to the salad dressing. If you don't have a shallot, no worries, don't eat it. And I just mince it up. And it doesn't take too much, just not even a whole shallot, just a half or a quarter. And I'll put it in our dressing, and then one more thing that I'll add is just a touch, like a little drop of maple syrup. So it's a grade B or a dark amber maple syrup. Doesn't add a whole lot of sweet or sugar to your dressing. It can help balance the flavors, especially when you've got something real tart like lemon juice in your dressing. So that's it. We'll just shake it up. And when it's ready to serve, just toss it with your salad. That smells really good. Lemony and dill. So, beautiful salad, simple to make, and super good for you. So remember, all the colors you see in the produce section of the supermarket are from phytochemicals that plants produce in part to protect themselves from too much sunlight, damage from drought, or even pesky pests. And luckily for us, those phytochemicals also protect our own bodies from illness and disease. So you can find lots of additional recipes and videos featuring colorful fruits, vegetables, and herbs at yrmchealthconnect.org. Just scroll down the page and click on Your Healthy Kitchen. And you can also follow us on Facebook at YRMC's Your Healthy Kitchen. Check it out and see what I'm making in my own kitchen at home. Learn how to cook loads of veggies, get new recipes, pick up some gardening tips, and get connected with our community as well. So remember, fill your plate with the colors of a rainbow, including red, green, orange, yellow, purple, and blue fruits, vegetables, and grains throughout the day. Try featuring a different color each night for dinner. Kids love getting into that groove and can help keep the whole family on track, eating super healthy meals. So until next time, power up with something purple, and we'll see you soon.